Career day. Interview a chatter with an interesting job. Okay. Who here has an interesting job? And I'm going to interview you right now. Hello, Chai Tea.
Oh, shit. Okay, give me like 2 seconds.
You are aware that chai means tea, right?
I do. Well, I've seen the clip from Spider-Man.
Yeah, so is chat, because they're all saying the same thing. Why don't you tell me about your job and what's so interesting about it?
Yeah, so I'm a software engineer. I work basically at the moment I work on networking devices.
It's
so
a pretty
interesting boring job, I guess.
What?
I mean, a lot of it right now, I'm basically working on refactoring a lot of components. Specifically right now, I'm on medical leave.
You say? Bro, I hang out with software engineers all the fucking time. I live in Silicon fucking Valley for the last 8 fucking years. It was all software engineers talking about refactoring. How much of your job is going to GitHub and stealing code?
Basically, like most of my job, the thing that I've been working on the entire time has basically just been ripping this like one library from Google called gRPC and using it for an entirely different purpose that it wasn't ever intended for. And now we're basically dealing with the consequences of that on like millions of devices as stuff goes horribly wrong.
As far as I know, again, I am no software engineer myself, but back when I worked at Twitch, there was a guy named Golf, and he was known as the code deleter because he would look at everyone else's shitty code and simplify it down by like 90%. Everyone respected him a lot, and he was really cool. So I've learned since then that being a code deleter is like being actually good at it, and everyone else just sort of fucking yoinks, slaps, and makes a big mess.
That's true. I'm also horrified that the guy's name is Golf because code golfing, like in the software community, is just basically like the process of trying to make like functional code that is like just as short as possible, but like not caring about readability. So that's just like a funny tag to have.
No, his name was actually Golf. That's like his first name was Golf. And that guy, if you guys don't know, was early software engineer at Twitch, made $1 bazillion, and then went early software engineer to Figma, got bought by Adobe and made even more $1 bazillion, and now he's a fucking gazillionaire. But I once beat him in a best of 100 Falco vs. Sheik. So who's the real winner? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Chai T, for your time. Appreciate you explaining your job. How about boot stealer? What if that job is related to stealing boots? Boot stealer! Welcome to the stream. Instantly left. Don't join the VC if you're afraid of getting dragged up. What's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? All right, this person's name is Chef. Maybe they're a chef. Okay, so Chef, are you a chef or are you something else?
All right, I just got to explain my profession to you a little bit because I may have shortened it and simplified it a bit for the name. I am what you would call a CC at an international company, you know. I'm in and out every day, you know, grinding, hustling to make the customers happy, so to speak.
You're a CC at a multinational corporation, grinding every day to make the customers happy. Is this, bro, you work at McDonald's?
No shot. No way. How the fuck do you know that? No. I had this whole little preamble set up. How'd you know that so fast?
So tell me about it. Tell me what's good about it and what sucks about it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm like about to quit. So maybe I'm not gonna say like the nicest shit about my job. I got a boy over at Sobe. She's making $18.25. He's like, hey yo, I'll hook you up.
Yeah, get the fuck out. When you're ready to quit, usually what I've noticed is one of two things. One is the place is kind of far and that fucking sucks. All right. But number two is your manager. Is your manager suck or your boss suck?
Okay, see, the thing with McDonald's is you have like 10 fucking managers.
Okay.
They're either super chill, like give you free shit, like, or they're a fucking hard ass and they won't let me make my own goddamn food and add extra bacon or some shit. Like, it's just it's a grab bag.
Right. So I'm interested because I didn't know that. You have 10 managers? How does that help McDonald's?
Bro,
how does that work?
It's because we always have like 2 or 3 managers on the floor with us at the same time because like they're either handling upfront shit or they're in the kitchen or they're in the office. Like there's just so much shit to do and so much staff to handle at one time. Like they just need more people on the floor.
I'm just trying to, maybe I'm wrong. I just thought it would be like a total operation is 5 to 8 people. That's what.
No shot. It's way more than that.
Really?
Let me think about it.
Break it down for me, because I actually want to learn.
Like, let's say on a Friday, like, afternoon, it's usually like 5 or 6 people in the kitchen. Okay. And we have maybe like 8 or 9 people up front, like making drinks, taking orders, like doing whatever the fuck they do. A person in back booth and maybe someone in the back, like cleaning shit.
I'm sorry. Can I pause right there? You said that with such malice. Is there like beef between the people in the front and the people in the back?
Oh my fucking God. Yes. I fucking hate them. I cannot stand them. Oh my God. At my McDonald's, like, I'm working with like everyone I go to high school with. And at school, we're all chill. I like most of them, you know, they're like nice. But at work, I cannot stand these motherfuckers. As soon as we get into McDonald's, they're like, hey, yo, can you go into the fucking freezer and grab me like a box of fries from like the fucking pile we have that's like twice as tall as I am? I'm in there for fucking like 10 minutes trying to Tetris my shit, like trying to grab this box of fries. Like I'm fucking dying with my skinny stick ass arms. Like I can't fucking lift that shit, bro. But like, and then they get mad at me because like I fucking come out all sweaty and like freezing, and they're like, bro, what took you so long? I'm like, God damn, bro, like we just got a shipment of stuff. It's fucking stuff back there. And they're always just so mean to me, man.
So what I'm hearing is it feels like people, at least from your POV, and this could be totally wrong, but from your POV, it sounds like the people in the back do more work and the people in the front have it easier. Yeah.
So like they're obviously very busy, but I'm not gonna lie to you. When I see three girls that I go to like history class with on their fucking phones, like asking me to go grab like of coffee or some shit, I'm like, bro, I'm making a junior chicken. Can you not ask them instead? Like I'm like, we're in the middle of a lunch rush. You have like 5 people there. Just ask one of them instead, man.
My only thing I would say is like people in the front, I assume, have to deal with customers all day, and people hate that shit. Customers are assholes. Like there's got to be.
Yeah. See, I understand that, but like, why do you bring that energy back to me? Like, why can't you be nice to me?
So it's like the shit's rolling downhill. They're getting yelled at by a customer, and so they're bringing it out on you. All right. Well, so your plan's to quit. That's what I'm hearing. You're getting ready to quit.
Yeah. I want to explain to you why I want to quit, though. Besides just, you know, the awful people, aka my classmates.
Yeah.
Recently, I got promoted, like, to crew coach. The idea is that once you make crew coach, eventually they promote you to like TL, which is team leader, and then maybe manager if you're good enough. So I'm thinking, damn, that's great. Pay raises means promotions means pay raises, and I want to make that dough.
So first of all, I do understand that. Let me jump in real quick. Does crew coach come with a pay raise at all, or is that just more work?
Crew coach does come with a pay raise.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
It's extra work, but the pay raise is 10 cents.
Okay. So really, the only reason you would take that is if you were trying to go for the next levels where you get a more significant pay bump.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So you know, and it's 10 Canadian cents too, bro. I can't buy
bro.
Shit with
you
that.
Can't even buy maple syrup with that, bro. There's nothing.
Fuck no. I am broke as shit, bro.
Actually, no, low key. I don't want to bring the mood down because you have a great energy. I love talking to you. I saw a video today of this Canadian woman.
Something.
She makes 33 Canadian an hour. Okay, I'm just going to show a little bit of it. And again, I apologize for bringing the mood down a bit, but it's just so relevant. Where everything's just so fucking expensive. Like, I don't know how people...
Yeah, no, it's been brutal.
So I'm just going to show this video real quick. I'm sorry.
Or I'm having a life.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I don't know, man.
Right.
I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm sitting outside work, crying my eyes out in my vehicle. Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour.
Canadian.
And I can't function. I can't pay my bills. Like, I get paid and it goes to car, mortgage, a couple little bills, and then maybe $80 in food for the week. And I literally only buy groceries when my daughter's home now. On the weeks that she goes with her dad, which is Monday to Monday, what I've started doing is I buy a loaf of rye bread, and I work really hard to keep that one loaf of rye bread lasting me the whole week.
Anyway, I just bring this up because, you know, I think it's easy for someone to like nitpick little things in her story and be like, she could have done this differently or whatever. But like in general, I'm seeing this more often, and it makes me really frustrated at I don't know. I think it's just fucked up. People should be allowed to be average people and be able to afford everything they need. Like, they shouldn't need to be financial experts, or they can make a couple dumb purchases. So anyway, I'm sorry, it's totally off topic, but you were just mentioning Canadian prices, and I watched a couple of these today, and it made me really sad. Tell me something funny about McDonald's.
Shit, that's kind of hard to follow up, man.
I know, I'm sorry.
So I was thinking that, hey, if like the crew coach bump wasn't that much, it was only 10 cents, but like if the yearly raise thing is based off performance, and if that's good, I'll stick around for the job. Like,
right.
Like, I've been here a while, I know the people at least, even if I don't like half of them. So I checked it today with one of my managers.
Yeah.
She's also in high school, by the way, only a year older than me.
Third year?
I'm going into my senior year.
Okay, so she's about to graduate, I guess.
Yeah, I think she's trained to be a cop, which is, maybe not the best right now, but like whatever, do your thing. I'm expecting like, hey, I'll probably get like 30, 40 cents, right? But like they said I'm doing well, so I'm expecting like 30, 40, 50 cents. I check, it's a 15-cent pay bump.
So for great performance, based on what they said, and taking more responsibilities, you got a grand total of 25 Canadian cent pay bump.
Yep.
Combined. That's fucking crazy.
And when I became crew coach, they didn't like do my verification for my pay bump right away, even though they're supposed to. So I was working all those like extra hours training people without getting the pay bump. Yeah. So I talked to my managers about it, and they're like, yeah, we'll give you back pay. And I did like 2 weeks of training or some shit. And I calculated, and I'm like, wow, that's a whole extra $2 on my paycheck. I fucking love that. I can't wait to buy a Kit Kat with that or some shit.
Damn, get yours, brother. Easy money.
It's the pay, and because I have a friend at Sobeys who's been there a while, he's making decent money. He's like, bro, I can get you a job easy. I'm friends with the owner. Like, it's fine. You'll be paid $15.50 on the spot. Like, you're good.
Only thing I would say is you should get that job first, right?
Actually, it happens a lot where people quit and they come back like 2 weeks later because they couldn't get the job they wanted. Everyone just makes fun of them. Like, we have like 5 different guys who quit kitchen like to go apply at the keg or something, and they didn't get the job, and they came back like, hey, actually, can I take back that 2 weeks notice? I'd like to keep working here.
All right, man. Well, good luck. We'll check in with you. You got to give us an update sometime on if this Sobeys thing works out.
See you, man.
That guy's a hoot. That guy was a hoot and a half. Big fan. His name is Chef. His username in chat, I have no idea. He didn't tell me. Fuck, we'll never know. Fuck. This is fun, bro. I like hearing about. Oh, wait, this guy's name is Videogame QA.
Hey, Atrioc.
What should I call you? What's your username?
You can call me David Red Sox.
Oh, it's David Red Sox! Holy shit, it's the David Red Sox. He created the Miami contract. Wow, holy shit. What's up, man? Good to see you. So tell me about Videogame QA. What do you like about it? What do you not like about it?
So a lot of people, when they hear that I test video games for a living, they think like that's the whole perfect job.
Yeah.
But in reality, it really requires a lot of patience because you're kind of just doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again for like 8 to 12 hours a day.
Okay. So you're like Among Us streamer in 2021.
Yeah, pretty much. I do want to say that my Hitman speedrunning actually really, really helped with this job. Yeah. Before I had this job, I would do the same mission, the same contract for like 6 hours a day, just trying to improve my time by like 5 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually even told them that in the interview for the job, and they said that after they hired me, that was like one of the main reasons why they hired me.
I feel like hiring speedrunners for something like that is the best type of person because they have that part of their brain that doesn't shut off when you do the same thing over and over and over. But I gotta say, so let me be honest. So I sort of know what you're telling me, but I didn't learn it until a few years into the industry, where I used to think video game tester was like more fun than it is. And a lot of it is not fun and can get really difficult or demoralizing. And it's different from a speedrun in that you don't really have much of a goal, I guess. You're just trying to reproduce bugs. So like, do you ever get frustrated with, is it even with your speedrunning background, are you getting burnt out?
Yeah, definitely. And especially right now, because we are in the middle of crunch, which is unfortunately just a huge part of this industry is crunch. But we are coming up on releasing our game. So we're doing 12-hour shifts Monday through Thursday and weekend overtime.
Jesus Christ. 12-hour days, Monday to Thursday is great. Oh, wait. Everyone's guessing Starfield. I'm not going to, no, don't tell me what game we're working on, but that's very funny.
I think I can tell you what game I'm working on just simply and as soon as you hear the game, I think you will understand why I can say. It's NBA 2K24.
Oh, interesting.
So it's not a huge surprise that holy smokes, a game's coming out.
What are they crunching, bro? It's the same game as last year.
Well,
don't comment.
We gotta make a whole.
Wait, let's pause. I'm sorry, David Red Sox. I love you. You shouldn't comment. I actually am apologizing. You mentioned your game. Don't say anything else. It's on me. I'll say it afterwards. Here's my interesting question is like, I'm surprised, not just that a game like that, but that almost any AAA game now that's on a fast release schedule even does QA at all. I feel like QA has been cut so severely in my knowledge because they don't have time for it anymore. Like they're just trying to cost cut. So I'm surprised.
There is actually a lot more to test than you might think, like connection issues, retesting events, testing all the pricing, all the clothing items, all the new areas, stuff like that. And obviously,
they got bro opening loot boxes 24/7. My poor man David Red Sox has to crack packs 24/7 till his eyes bleed. Testing the game, you have to play it a whole hell of a lot. Do you think you've become a good 2K player? Like, do you think?
No, absolutely not.
That's.
I would get rolled if I actually played. So I test mostly the online modes, and what we call no defense, where we just score on each other, and then we pass the ball to the other team, and they score on us, and we keep going like that until the game ends. There definitely are people in the QA environment who are good at the game. I'm not like saying we're all like shit or something.
Yeah.
From my job, my personal role on the game, it's not really necessary that I'm good at it. So I'm not.
I see. I understand.
I think if I was testing specifically the gameplay, I would be the person who does get better. When I am testing gameplay, it's online, and I'm mostly just testing that the game functions well, the frame rate is correct, the connection is working, that sort of thing. So
all right, chat, you heard it here first. If you buy 2K24 and the frame rate is bad online, or you have a laggy online experience, at David Red Sox, you can yell at him, you can get mad at him. All right, anything else you want to tell me about testing games? I mean, that's interesting. That's any other misconceptions you want to clear up?
If you ever write a support ticket, be nice. It never helps to be mean.
It's actually so true.
There are so many tickets that we get in the office where there are just complete dickheads who send tickets every 5 seconds. Like, why haven't you responded to me yet? Why haven't you responded to me yet? It's Saturday. Nobody's working, but I need a response right now. I need my VC.
Good to hear from you, man. Appreciate you jumping in. You know what? The biggest surprise there is that somebody actually reads a support ticket. That's the craziest thing. I was sort of under the impression that anytime I sent that in a game, it went to the fucking void and no one ever saw it. Game store owner could be interesting. Forklift operator. I'm just gonna do that. Forklift operator. That's interesting. I want to learn more. I'm actually curious. Yo, hey, what's up, man? What should I call you?
What? You can call me Brad.
So, are you a certified forklift operator? Do you have your certification?
I do have my certification.
Everyone pause for 5 minutes to Giga Chad. Great to meet you. Tell me about being a forklift operator. What is the good part? What is the bad part?
The good part is that you can be pretty lazy and sit down all day, which is kind of chill.
Hey, try being a streamer, bro. That shit's cash money.
So I unload trucks. We get trucks that come in I work in a warehouse.
Yeah.
It's basically you unload the trucks, receive the stuff in, and it's just putting it up in racks all day.
Is there is like a Tetris method to it, or is it like so repetitive that there's no thought?
Yeah, I mean, we have different heights of racking. So we get 1.8 meters, 2 meters, and you kind of learn to eyeball the height so you know where you're going to put it. It's not really a skill I could put on a resume, I don't think.
Is your brain totally off when you're doing it, or you have to be thinking the whole time? And is that bad?
You can zone out when you're doing it, which is probably bad because...
Yeah, that's my worry, bro. Yeah, it could be really dangerous.
You can kind of chill out while you're doing it. There's not a lot of foot traffic in the warehouse, so it's not.
My first concern is that, like, it seems kind of lonely or solitary? Like there's no one else in that forklift with you. Are you talking to people? Are you getting like human interaction? What's the...
No. So that's probably the worst thing for me is I spend most of my day alone.
Yeah, that's my first instinct was like, that sounds like the hardest part is can you listen to music? Do you have podcasts?
I work in a real strict warehouse, so we're not allowed phones or anything.
Oh shit.
Because we get a lot of product in that's on like NDA, so we can't have phones to take photos. You can't play music, so you're just in silence, and everyone else is kind of doing their own thing, so you're just by yourself.
So that actually sounds pretty tough. I mean, like no music, no phone, no distraction, no book, and you can't talk to anybody, and you're doing the same thing, bro. That sounds really hard.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That actually sounds really difficult, bro.
For 7 years, I'm trying to get out of it. Trying to get a career change going.
And then I would assume, is the pay pretty good? You're certified. It's above like you're.
It's minimum wage for the award that I'm in.
Wait, it's only minimum wage? The average person can't do it. Like you have to get a certification, right?
I get paid my minimum wage, and then we get, I think it's something like 30 cents extra on top for having a forklift ticket. My
understanding of like Sydney is that like it is literally impossible to live in a major city on a normal wage. Like it almost like you just cannot find housing or rent at an appropriate price.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like my fiance and I just bought a house at the start of the year. And the only reason we could do that is because she works, she's on like really good money. I'm basically
nice, dude.
I'm barely getting enough. Yeah,
very nice. Based on what you've told me, I think you probably should quit, bro. Unless, I mean, obviously make sure you got something lined up or whatever, but that just sounds tough. That's I think solitary is hard. That's really hard because like a lot of jobs are shitty, but at least you have good coworkers, so it's kind of the cool vibe. I feel like if you can't talk to anybody and you can't even listen to books or whatever, like, I don't know, I'd go crazy. All right, man. Well, anything else you want to tell me about forklift certification or forklift operator?
Try and look for another job if that's what you're looking for.
I'm like Australia doomer pilled. Like, it's funny because I've just read more about the rest of the world in the past 6 months than I ever did before. And I used to be like a US doomer, and I still am like a US restaurant company. But I feel like, honestly, Canada in some major cities and Australia in some major cities, and especially the UK, literally, I think have it worse. I think they literally are in a worse spot economically where they're getting a lot of the negative effects and they don't have the lucky power of having the US dollar like bailing us out of our inflation as easier. And so they're just getting like rising prices and insanely inflated housing. The average person just can't even think about a house. It's off the table completely. Air traffic controller? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to get this. I got to be careful. Air traffic controller, welcome to the stream.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? Good to meet you. What should I call you?
You can call me Matt.
Matt, good to meet you. In my mind, that is a very cool job. So what is good about it and what's bad about it?
I think it really depends on what type of person you are, but to me personally, the best part is being able to problem solve. There's a lot of situations that you have to really think outside of the box for, quick thinking, things like that.
You say quick thinking. I mean, isn't it stressful though because people's lives are on the line?
The thing I say about that is it's stressful if you suck at it.
So you think you're very good at it, is what I would say.
I think after about 6 or 7 years, if I'm not good at it, or if I don't think I'm good at it, I'm in the wrong field.
Facts.
Facts. I've met controllers who are much better than me, who know a lot more than me, but I've been putting in the time.
So that's it. My first thing I'm hearing from that is that, like, in my mind, it would be almost like binary, where you're either good at it and you get it, or you're not. But the way you're talking is like it's an infinitely deep skill. Like you can do it for 7 years and there's people way better than you and you're constantly learning. Is it like that? You can always...
Absolutely. I think because you could work at the same airport. You could be working at a slow tower your entire career, or a slow airport your entire career, and your skills would just be as good as that airport requires. But like if you were to then go from that slow airport to say Atlanta, like one of the busiest airports in the States, you would have no idea, even if you had 40 years of experience. You would instantly drown.
Are you at a hub or are you at a smaller airport?
So my situation's a little weird.
Okay.
Currently, I am contracting in Kuwait. So I'm calling from Kuwait right now in the Middle East. Yeah.
You're an air traffic controller contracting in Kuwait?
It's kind of weird. It's definitely taken me on a ride, but yeah. Like where I'm currently at, it's not busy. Where I came from, it was like the busiest. Okay, it's debated, but I like to say the busiest tower in the Air Force.
Oh, interesting. Are you Air Force?
I was Air Force. I'm no longer Air Force.
My dad was stationed in Kuwait when I was a kid.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, that it was really busy because they had just so many pilots or trainees going through.
So funny. So, okay, how long Kuwait? When did you go to Kuwait?
I got here last September, so I'm coming up on my year. 'Cause we do year-long contracts. My year ends next month, and I've decided to stay. I've decided to sign a new contract. I don't think I'm staying a whole nother year. I'm kind of tired of being hot all the time. You become very jaded towards the end, especially if you work with civilians, because you see how much they make and they're doing the exact same job as you. By the end of 6 years, I was making like $40,000 for what I was doing, somewhere around there. You know, it's hard to.
That's the military one, right? Because that's way lower than civilian ATC, right? Like way lower.
Yeah, and here contracting. Keep in mind, we also get tax-free here. Don't expect that, but I make $110,000 out here.
Sheesh! So your plan is maybe one more 6-8 months and then go back?
Sadly, an air traffic control license in America is not exactly translatable in the rest of the world. Like, I am out here through an American company. So that's the reason I can work out here. But like, I would love to go work in Europe or Asia or somewhere interesting. I love to travel. I mean, I can find a job. It's just, do I want to go to certain places? You know, there's certain states I would hope I don't have to go to. But
there's a dude in Kuwait. He's worried about going to fucking Florida, bro. All right, brother. That was very interesting. Thank you for telling me about air traffic control. I appreciate your time and good luck. Good luck, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Boys, that was a fun segment. I could do that literally for fucking 18 billion hours. There's so many interesting jobs in here. I'm going to do it again for sure. But for now, I'm going to end. That was hella fun. That was way more fun than I thought it would be. You guys have interesting lives.